Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the Reliaquest Bowl. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Dropping back, it's Savage. Going to try to get it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into 1st down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well stick with him. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they strike first.
Love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Western Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Personal foul.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want to run it left here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll run the counter. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pocket breaking down. Turning it on.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive line to create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he ball, score! Touchdown, Western Michigan! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, the ground game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Wolverines have it with a first and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Savage. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air. It's Savage. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you coming into this game. If they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quick strike complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines want to move quickly. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running the red zone. It's Dallas. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Savage. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a pass in the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball and the defense has it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. There's a heat. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion. And not just that, after a couple of completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Back to throw, it's Savage. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Dallas. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw at Savage. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the Reliaquest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They give it to him again. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button.
There he goes! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Savage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Priestcorn. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO.
Oh, he's got some space. Ran right through, continues to fight for yards. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there. Him down inside the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Savage. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
Turning it on! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That celebration turned. Quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Gets rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really... Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the play fake. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Broncos have moved it inside the 20. Rides to back and leaves it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
How about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Western Michigan, 14.
He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires left. Got his man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll make the stop about a yard short on the first down.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when it's...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30. Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
That's caught. It's Marsh. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your...
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There's been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Marshall. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some